So today would be race day at the Ironman World Championships, so I thought I would put out a little video of my best memories from the island and how it's been to kind of cope with not going to Hawaii this year. There's so many amazing memories from in Kona, but my best memory is probably gonna have to be that first rookie year as a pro, because I just didn't expect to get that second place. And until I win that race, I don't think you're ever gonna see that kind of level of happiness, emotion, a ton of emotions balled into one on that finish line. So that is the one race, if I was going to put on a race to motivate me to train hard, it would be the 2017, just watching me run down that finish. So the first time I went to the island was in 2015 as an age grouper with no idea what to expect, and it was kind of just this whirlwind adventure of crazy, like super sport at its highest level. But I kind of went there and it was like zero pressure, go there, soak it all up, do all the cool touristy things and just have a great experience. And then I went back in 2016 just to spectate for Reese, as I'd just turned pro, but I'd actually had an injury for most of that year. So it was just nice to go and spectate and see it from the other side as well. And I can tell you for a fact that I never want to spectate at that race again, because that was more exhausting than doing the race itself. So hats off to everyone who is out there supporting us year on year. So we go to 2017, and 2017 was my first pro year in Kona. Went in complete rookie, did not expect to qualify at all. I won my first Ironman at Ironman Lanzarote, and then that year I came second at Ironman Frankfurt at the European Champs to Sarah Crowley. Had a really strong race, managed to qualify. So it kind of was like just amazing to be there, I guess. Then I kind of go back to how super competitive I am, and obviously I'd gone there and the goal was to finish in the top 10 for sure. I was like, I'd love to be in top 10 in the world, that's pretty amazing. Had a bit of a rough build up to that race actually. I'd had a problem with a hip. I actually wasn't really able to run leading into the race at all. And then it kind of was like, I landed on the island and then the Hawaiian gods were like, okay, your hip's gonna be fixed, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be great. And I just started running around the island feeling pretty good. Which was pretty amazing. I think that year me and Lauren Brandon pretty much swam the whole swim together and had a good strong start. And then for the bike, we pretty much rode for most of the bike together as well, until I was eventually caught by Daniela, and then obviously went on to hang on to finish second, which just was overwhelming really. Like, that's one of my favourite finishes to watch back, because I was just so emotional. I could not believe it. To go on, finish second as a rookie and with such low expectations going in was just incredible. So that's definitely up there with my favourite ever experience on the island. And then kind of moving on to 2018, again I had a pretty good build up. I was definitely super fit. I'd done some amazing heat prep for the race and I felt really confident. I think that was the year that I actually broke the swim course record, so I had a great swim. I led for pretty much the whole of the bike again, and then was caught in pretty much the same point as the year before by Daniela, so it was a bit like deja vu, and then again managed to hang on to second place on the run, which of course I was happy with. To come second at World Champs is never something to be sad about, but I was obviously disappointed. I'm always gunning for that win at that race. So going into the race in 2019, I was definitely strong, I was fit, I was happy, I was healthy, and I was ready to have a great race. I definitely wanted redemption from 70.3 Worlds in Nice, where I'd got the penalty, so I had a really strong swim. I felt so strong on the bike, probably a bit too strong, just started to ramp it up too much towards the end of the bike, which definitely hurt my run legs, and I'm still kind of disappointed with the run that I had in Kona last year. I know I couldn't have done any more. I know that it was about rolling the dice, seeing what I could do, giving it everything that I had. And then obviously to get overtaken with about 10 miles to go by Annie Howe was really tough, especially knowing the runner that she is. I kind of thought there's probably no way I'm gonna come back from that and get the win, but then we had a pretty epic battle when I got back up onto the Queen K and was passed by Sarah Crowley, and I remember thinking, I don't want to drop back a position. As hard as it is to come second every year, I have to maintain that second place. So I just had to dig in and find something. And obviously people know the story about Reece promising me a dog, 2 dogs if I won, 1 dog for second and no dogs for third. So there was probably a bit of determination there to make sure I could get that dog. So I dug in super deep to get that second place again last year, and despite obviously points in the race where I feel I could have changed things and maybe done it better, I could not have given physically any more on that run out there last year. So I'm definitely proud of the performance, and I'm looking forward to having another shot at that race sometime soon.
Yeah, I wanna do it all again, so I keep pushing rewind. Hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time.
Yeah, so I think my favourite thing about being in Kona is just that once I arrive in Kona, I pretty much know all of the hard work is done. So despite the fact that you're going to have a World Championships at the end of, say, 2 weeks, I normally am out there for 2 weeks before the race, it's like you almost go, oh, all the hard work is done. Now all I've got to do is from here to there, make sure that I stay healthy, enjoy the build-up and get my head ready to race. It's such a chilled way of life there, like just going swimming in the sea, seeing all the wildlife, seeing the dolphins, seeing the landscapes, and just I can't help but feel pretty relaxed, even though there is so much drama and hype going on all around you. Yeah, I just love it. It's really hard to pinpoint one thing that I love about it. Yeah, so I think the thing I've missed the most this year, which has actually really surprised me, is the actual build-up itself. So those really grueling sessions where you're testing yourself, I'm training in the heat, I'm suffering, and I know that I'm in that final period of work where every session counts. There's not much work left to do. You know, all of your competitors are in the same boat, and you're just juggling that kind of so fatigued that you're so tired you don't want to do anything, and on the other side you're just so fit. You've never seen the pace you're running before, you've never seen the numbers you're hitting on the bike before, and you just know that you're pretty much ready to go and you're just hanging on. I actually have missed that, which never thought I'd miss it, because when I'm in it and I'm sacrificing everything and I'm grumpy and I'm tired and I just want to be on the start line, I just didn't think that's what I'd miss, but I definitely actually have missed that kind of real suffering, hard work and drive towards something, having that goal right there that you're working towards and you know you've got a deadline. That's probably the biggest thing I've missed this whole year, let alone in this period leading into Kona. So obviously there's not been the World Champs, so it's definitely been difficult to stay motivated to a goal, a deadline, a race. So I've been kind of changed exactly what I'm doing. Like normally, obviously, like I said, I'm in peak fitness, heat prep, building to Kona. I've kind of gone down a completely different training path, back to base, building good strength and just trying to make sure that next year, fingers crossed, racing is back to normal and I'm just going to be a complete new beast when I get on the start line. So yeah, taking it back to basics. I've actually taken the mountain bike out, the cross bike, which are things that I would never ride this time of year. I'm normally strict TT bike only, so just doing sport because I enjoy it, because I love it, going out for a long ride just because I want to, and not really feeling that I have to hit exact sessions right now. And actually, I've also just been really enjoying what I'm doing, and I think ultimately that's what it's all about. Yeah, so normally my birthday is in the Kona build-up, which means my birthday has pretty much been cancelled for the last 5 years because I just cannot afford to have a break from training, get ill because I'm so tired from training. I haven't really got the time or energy to celebrate my birthday. So we got to do that this year, which was nice, something different. Obviously, we have Lola, so take Lola out for a walk. She was the main prize of last year's Kona. Yeah, it's just been nice. We've also moved house as well, so if we'd been trying to do that on top of a Kona build-up, I don't think we could have done it because it's stressful enough as it is. So yeah, just some different things, living our life a little bit in a way that you can during these times. It's nice to just be enjoying what I'm doing. Yeah, so I remember doing an interview with Talbot back in 2017 before the race when I was a bit of an unknown, obviously the rookie, and Talbot said to me, what do you think your biggest achievement has been so far? And I said, oh, probably breaking the bike course record at Ironman Lanzarote.
Hi, my name's Lucy Charles. My biggest accomplishment was probably winning Ironman Lanzarote this year and breaking the bike course record.
Kind of from that moment, I never expected to do what I've done so far in sport, and definitely I've had some amazing results, and it's really difficult to kind of pinpoint what my proudest moment is. Probably the comeback that I had in Roth to go and take the win there was huge, only because I watched this race yesterday. Someone had tweeted me the link to when I finished Ironman South Africa last year, 2019, to repeat the win from the year before. That race I absolutely loved, and it's been a while since I've watched a race and just got quite emotional and goosebumps about it. And I think obviously we haven't raced all year, so it's just highlighted to me how much I miss racing, how much I just love what I'm doing. So I mean, doing the three-peat at the Challenge Championships has been huge, but obviously Kona is the pinnacle of our sport. So I actually think my best achievement was probably the rookie second place, but actually probably my proudest moment is last year to have come back, repassed and got second for the third year in a row. I think a lot of people maybe don't realise how hard it is to keep coming second, not in the sense that it's hard, that it's disappointing, that actually I've had to improve so much every single year to still get second. So the women's field is just constantly getting stronger, and there's no time to just sit about and not train hard. You've got to keep working, which is obviously what I'm going to keep doing to hopefully get that win in Kona. So yeah, it's been really cool to actually relive the memories. Yeah, I think once I win Kona, then obviously that will fill that void of what my biggest achievement is. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed reliving some of those memories with me. If you like this video, don't forget to click subscribe for more videos coming soon.